Welcome back, everybody. So glad you could be with me here today. Walter here at the workbench with my jack, my jumbo jack, and my foreplane. Now, how flat does the sole of your plane need to be? We have talked about this, but I want to touch base with something that might save you some time and money. If you set your plane up for close to the finest shaving it can take with a good sharp blade in it, okay? And it takes a full width, full length shaving. And if you have a engineer's straight edge and you place that on that joint and you try to get it to pivot, and if it's rubbing on the front and back, then there is a chance your plane sole is either flat or close to flat. It may have a convex area somewhere on the sole. Okay. If, however, you have a plane that when you set it up to take cuts, and this is not the thinnest cut it can take, all right, you take several cuts and you put your straight edge on there and it pivots in the middle like this. See how what you're creating is a bump. You're creating a convex surface on your wood. That means that somewhere in this sole there is a concavity. It's slightly hollow. So if you can do the joinery that you want to do, and you're not creating a bump, okay? This one's pivoting just about here. That could be just because I have not removed enough wood. Okay, rubbing on this end and rubbing on that end. So here too, the number 6, if anything, has a slight convex sole. Any questions? Now, once you realize what you have, that does not mean you have to automatically go and flatten your plane, because they all will do the task you want them to do. Now, if I have my druthers, my preference, I would rather have a plane that makes a slight hollow on the edge, because that's what we aim for anyway when we're making a glue joint. But let's say your plane is making the belly in the middle. And you're trying to make a glue joint. Okay? See that? Here's how you can correct that with this same plane. You make a mark about a 1/2 inch from each end. You give yourself a squiggle down the edge as a reference without touching the settings on this plane. You start in the middle where the bump is. And you take a cut. You come back a little bit. You take a cut. Come back a little. Take a cut. Until all of the squiggle is gone. And then you take a full length pass. Now it's rubbing on this end, rubbing on that end. No problem. So don't panic if your plane is making bumps. Now, I did have a plane here earlier this year that all it could make was rocking chair curves. There was no saving that one. Any questions or comments? Leave it down in the comment section. Don't forget, with all my videos, every time you click the like button and you're subscribed and you make a comment, every single interaction raises the position of the video in YouTube. So like, subscribe, and share. Walter out.